My name is Matt Woodard. I am the Fuzz Raps and the bass player for Blind Velvet, and I am 26 years old. First started making music was around 10 years old, 11 years old when I first started figuring out what everything does, and as went on, everything started sounding better and being able to figure everything out more. In high school, I was in a band called Bear with a few guys, and we just played rock music. And on the side, I made rap music with a buddy of mine. We had like a little group. And when I got to college in 2013, I wasn't with the band anymore. I wasn't with the guy making rap music. And so I was like, well, I kind of just got to do everything on my own now, and started getting deeper into the rap stuff. And it wasn't until around 2016 that everything kind of started picking up a little bit more. Production value got a little bit better. Songs started sounding good. I was writing things better, and really had a full grasp of the programs and what I needed to do, and I was able to make the sounds I wanted to. I had a project that I did in 2016 called Fuzzy Fridays, where I wanted to release a song every week for the whole year. And I think I recorded 40 to 50 songs for the Fuzzy Fridays thing. I only released about 40 of them, but some of those releases were projects that I did with, or albums that I did with friends of mine. I think it was around 60 songs that I recorded that came out last year. And then I recorded all the stuff that came out this year last year also. So it was around 60, 70 songs that I put together last year. Once I started doing music videos is really where things kind of ramped up, and the videos are, normally pretty kind of goofy and fun, lighthearted stuff. So it's just easy for people to show a friend of theirs, even if they don't listen to the song at all. They're just watching this funny video. Well, subconsciously they're going to hear the music in the background and be like, what was the name of that song? So I had an album come out for the Fuzz Raps at the start of the year on February called High School Sweetheart, and the first part of like a trilogy album, because I recorded a whole bunch of songs, and I was like, well, I can't release an album that has 30 songs on it, so I might as well just split it into 3. And so after that, I released Winners Only in June, which is more of a party upbeat kind of thing. And my third album that'll come out in November is called Catharsis, and just to kind of tie up all the loose ends of the little trilogy story. But yeah, pretty excited about all the stuff as far as all the Fuzz music stuff this year. It's sounding pretty good, and people are liking it pretty well. I've been friends with the Blind Velvet guys since, I don't know, probably 2013 or so, something like that. And they made that band in 2016, put the band together. I moved to Arizona, and I was deciding to move back, and talking to Alan, the guitar player, and he was like, well, our bass player he doesn't want to play bass anymore, he wants to leave. If you move back, do you want to play? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. So I started writing songs for Blind Velvet in Arizona. And then when I got back, we had almost a whole album. And as soon as I got back, we started playing shows, and we pretty much play every weekend since last year.
I'm the guitar player in Blind Velvet. We've been in it since the beginning. I think we've been playing for about 4 years. And so we've been in and around the SEMO area, starting to work our way out. Slowly they've progressed, and the shows have gotten bigger and bigger. And like this year we did, this is our third year we've done Cotton Carnival here in Sykeston. And then we played out at the rodeo. We had a whole hashtag going around for Blind Velvet for rodeo. That was a big thing. And we got to play right after Joe Nichols on Saturday night. So it was a pretty good time. I first met the Fuzz. Yeah, I first met him whenever I was still in high school. I think I was 15. And we started a band together called Loose Cannon. That was a 3-piece, me, the Fuzz, and Sean Rogers. And Matt's just been the same goofy, crazy dude, like as long as I've known him. And then he moved off to Arizona, and our bass player wound up leaving us last year. And we called Matt, and we were like, hey man, we have an open position, and I knew how good he was from playing with him in that band before. And he came into the band, and it's been just nuts this year. We put out a record. We've done over 40 shows. We've already got our second record written. You know, we're about to go in to do studio time for that. Fuzz is just like, I mean, he's like my best friend, you know.
Matt he's a good dude. He's very talented, and I don't think he really knows how talented he is. He's kind of humble in a way, but he also shows off. He likes to show off too. But he'll never walk out and be like, I did this, it's all me. When he's a very big part of our songwriting process, but he always, this is a band creation is what he'll say whenever he did most of the work on something, or even if Alan did most of the work on something. We always take it as it's a band thing. Like if I write a song, we'll put it out as Blind Velvet, but Matt does a lot of our songwriting, and he's very good at it, and he's great to watch play live. He's an animal when it comes to partying or whatever and getting people involved in it. And so he's just a great dude all around, and he's always somebody you could call if you need anything.
Oh, hearing yourself on the radio, like for the first time, like, I mean, we had a little bit of radio play before, but nothing like what we've got now. We have our single El Camino out, which is on the new record, We're All Doomed. Whenever that first note hits, and I mean, they're talking about, you know, like this local band, like it's a great local band. That's just such a good feeling. And I'm so glad to be a part of it with the other two guys, because they're just the best dudes I could ever have in a band. You know, to have it as a full-time gig is super fun, you know, because we're all doing it pretty well full-time right now, where we're, you know, doing interviews throughout the week and, you know, going to the studios and writing songs, and we're all hanging out. I don't know, I feel like we've already reached the main goal of just having fun and being brothers and doing what we do. And so I consider us a success already.